hello, and welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited to be with you all again. And this is what is this? The maybe the fourth or fifth one that I've done this year. I am now on every second and fourth Thursday. So I am excited to be with you all today. Of course, I got a great topic. So I am thoroughly excited to be able to talk to you all about this today because I am as you have a long career in corporate America, long career like I have, you think about what are those things that really ignite you and really set you on fire. And I have discovered it's about leadership in purpose, being a purposeful leader. And I have done that all through my almost 24 years in corporate leadership. And I have mentored and coached so many leaders to have that same thing. And so I was excited to be able to bring this topic to you because it really speaks to who I am as a leader and who I've always been as a leader. And as I really think about this, as I wind up my corporate career, you get on the other side of the corporate career. It's not about all of that other stuff, looking for that next promotion or anything like that. You're really reflecting and thinking more, what is the legacy that you want to leave? What have you done? How have you made an impact in your organization, in your role, and to the people you get the opportunity and privilege to lead? Leadership is just not a word. It is actually something that is embodied within us as leaders and as a person. So therefore, it doesn't always have to be an actual title. But if you do have the title and get the privilege of leading others in a formal sense, then you have to think about what impact do you want to make and what is your why. And so I'm so excited to be able to talk to you about this topic. And I also have a great blog. If you're on LinkedIn, or if you're not on LinkedIn, I invite you to go ahead and become a part of LinkedIn and network with me and connect with me there. I also have a blog on the next step. So join and subscribe to the next step so that you can get the blog to kind of like a recap of what we're going to talk about on today. And before I get even further, I want to make sure that I introduce myself to those newbies out there. Now, of course, if you have been around with me for a long time, I would love for you to put a hashtag in the comments section and let me know that you have been with me for a long time. Put hashtag ride or die. And then for those who are new with me, put down hashtag newbie so I know that you're new here. And if you're watching a replay, I would love for you to put hashtag replay and let me know which one you are as well. And I always love for you all to share the broadcast with your audience so more people can come on. So again, I am Nicolette Barrett. I am known as the Get Higher Strategist. I love, love, love helping current and aspiring leaders land the job of their dreams and create a career that rocks because I literally transform them from job candidates to job applicants. And that's a big deal what I do. And what else I do, I love, love, love helping aspiring and new career coaches as well as resume writers level up their business to that next level. And I'm a proud president and business strategist coach over at Society of Elite Resume Writers and Coaches. So if you are a resume writer or coach, join us over there. We do have a group on LinkedIn and we have a very robust group on Facebook. And I mean, you can get all the help that you want, all the questions answered. And we have a lot of great things going on over there. So that's SERWC or Society of Elite Resume Writers over there on Facebook as well as LinkedIn. So yay. So my topic, of course, today is leading with purpose, navigating the why. But before I get into that, I want to go ahead and break over to my I'm going to talk about I'm going to do my intro first. I'm going to do my little intro. So my little commercial, then I'm going to come back and go over some high points. And then we're going to take a break because I started doing my little book review and I got a good book for you all this time. So I'll be right back. Share the broadcast to get others on. Okay, as I was talking about being a leader, our topic today is not just a mere discussion about leadership. It's about making an impact. And that's what I really want you all to think about. How can you make an impact? And I have a great surprise for you as well. If you subscribe to my email list, you will get a free download, a PDF, so that you can actually work on your purpose. So it's a three-page, well, it's a two-page download. So go ahead and subscribe to my email list and you will be able to get that free download. Okay. So make sure that you do that and you can work on your actual purpose. So I want you to make sure that you do that. Let me make sure something. I think that may not be the right link. I want to make sure that you all have the right link. So while I'm doing that, go ahead and share the broadcast with your audience. Tell people to join in with us. I want to make sure I give you all the right link. Let's see here. Let me see. Look at my little smart page. Okay, here it is. And on here, and then save that and view page and copy link. I think this is the right link, y'all. So I am going to edit this link real quick and put this one here. Let's see. All right, so that's the right link. Okay, so use that link, okay? All righty. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and do my book report. And I think I got too many videos, but these videos are so cool. So I'm going to do the video and I'm going to come back and give you all my book report. I'll be right back. All right, and we're back. Wasn't that cute, y'all? Okay, so I'm going to give you all my book report. So I love to get abstract, and I love all of the ability to be able to get a summary of a book. Now I'm a book lover. I've been a book nerd for like ever, but reading the summaries and even listening to the summaries really give me an opportunity to hear a lot of books that I otherwise don't have a chance to do, and I don't have to buy all of the actual books either. So getabstract.com. It's not being sponsored. I am not an affiliate. I'm just talking about how great the books are. So this one is called Hardwired to Learn, and this is by Terry Hart. Hardwired to Learn, leveraging the self-sustaining power of lifelong learning. Now, through an adept synthesis of research, particularly in learning theory and neuroscience, 25-year learning expert and future work strategist Terry Hart weaves history, economics, technology, psychology, medicine, and sociology into a fascinating exploration of the role of mind and body in learning. Her expertly blended insights will convince you of the mind's remarkable ability to learn nearly anything at any age. And I like to hear that because I plan on reading and learning up until I am off this earth. And my goal is to live to 100. And if I become a centurion, I'm looking to go further. Okay, so here's some of the takeaways from this awesome book. The fourth industrial revolution demands massive employee reskilling and upskilling across the workforce. We're seeing that today. How is that relevant? We're seeing that today because of all the AI. Everybody's scared that their job's going to go away. That's not necessarily true. It's about upskilling so that you can leverage it for your actual job. Then organizations will require more human intelligence to balance and work with artificial intelligence. Just because AI is there, we still need humans. Even when people, especially the resume writers, oh, we're going to be replaced by AI. Nobody's going to need us. No. Have you seen the AI generated resumes? That's not true. You still need an actual real person to be able to talk to the individual to develop an actual resume that resonates with those persons. And that's something that's been scraped all over the internet. So that's not true. So then neuroscience has revealed more about learning in the past 20 years than the previous 200 years. And that's one of the wonderful things that I learned when I was going through the University of North Texas at Dallas, or Texas at Dallas, I should say, the International Coaching Federation program. We learned all about neuroscience and how the brain, makes different curves inside of your brain, neural paths in order for you to learn. And this is what she talks about as well. Then she talks about brain science reveals your capacity to learn is limitless and ageless. And that's true. You can learn anything at any age. There are more and more people who are retiring and starting businesses than ever before. So don't think age will limit you just because you've retired for one thing. That don't mean you have to sit down. There's other things that you can do and learn. And people even gone back to school to get second degrees, third degrees, and actually change their whole careers. I even had a friend that left the corporate America and went back to school to become a nurse. And she's in her 50s and she's doing well in her new career. How awesome is that? So therefore you can learn anything. And then you learn through your effort. Apply and practice learning as you would any other skill. Riding a bike, playing tennis, learning how to play basketball, learning to play the piano, all of those things. Just apply it and say, this is something I've always wanted to do. Now it's my time to do it. It doesn't matter what age. And then beware five main categories of biases that may impair your ability to learn. So she goes through those as well. I don't have them listed here, but there's five main categories of biases that may impair your ability to learn. And then she says true learning is hard and will make you uncomfortable. That's true. I mean, for me to go back and do that program was hard. For me to get all the certifications that I've done were hard, but I applied myself and allowed myself to open up to learn those new skills because I know they will serve me in the future, and they have. Wonderful. And then it says attend or track your progress and don't give up. Track your progress and don't give up. You may want to take a pause or something like that. That's fine, but don't give up. And then, of course, attend to your physical well being to help your mind repair itself and grow, meaning get some rest. Yep. So that's a great book. And again, that's by Terry Hart. It's called Hardwired to Learn, Leveraging the Self Sustaining Power of Lifelong Learning. So I hope you enjoyed my little book report. So now let me see who I get in my audience before I get started. All right. Hey, there go Miss Nairobi. Hey, and Miss Dahlia. Yay. Thank y'all so much for being with me. I sure appreciate you all being with me as always. And if I can't see your notes on Facebook, we're going to be trying to fix that because they did state that for some reason the software used, I can't see you all. So I will respond back to you all after the fact. And if you're on YouTube, holla at your girl. Let me know that you're there. Okay, so let's start talking about our topic on today. Again, our topic is all about leading with purpose, navigating the why. So you should be able to see that. Let me go back here. I think I got something going on here. Okay. There we go. Okay, navigating the why. Okay, so as we talk about this topic, it's not a mere discourse, but it's an invitation to explore the very essence of leadership. The compass that guides our decisions as leaders shapes our legacy. I introduced and talked about that because I'm really thinking about the legacy I'm leaving behind in corporate America and propels our teams toward greatness because any leader always think about not just themselves. That's why they lead and not manage. There's differences between a manager and a leader. If you are able to lead and have other people follow you, then you're in the right place and you're doing the right thing because it's hard to get people to actually follow you if you're a manager and a boss and do what I say and all of this kind of stuff. No, it's about leadership. So we're going to talk about it from a different perspective to get you to change your thought process. So first, let's talk about the golden circle. And I love this perspective. So I'm thinking about how do we actually figure out how do we emphasize our purpose in leadership? So I want you to consider the circle, one that is golden and is in its essence. At its center lies a nucleus, the fundamental core of our existence as leaders. This nucleus does not revolve around products or services or even profit margins. It goes well beyond that. It actually centers on the why, the purpose that drives our daily endeavors, the guiding principles that steers us beyond the routine. And if you know of Simon Sinek, in his enduring TED talk, go out on YouTube and watch that. It's like 14 years old now, but it's still so relevant today. So go out and take a look at that. He actually introduced the concept of the golden circle. And I have used that golden circle not only in my leadership efforts, but also in my business, determining why do I even have this business? What am I doing? What is my why? So really thinking about that, that would be your golden circle, because if that's the nucleus of everything else, and I always tell even my coaching clients, especially my resume writers, I always talk about looking at the center of your hand, because once you know what your why is, then everything else that spreads off of your why will tell you how you can best serve your customers. Hence, that's what I do in iRock. So Simon talks about that. And then he asks the questions of why? Why do we lead? I want you to think about that. Why do you lead? Why are you in that leadership role? Why do we strive for the things that we're striving for? Why? Ask yourself that question. And why do we even take risks? In leadership, sometimes you have to take risks. We don't know the answers all the time, but we pivot, we do the things that we need to do to keep the business moving forward, to keep the team moving forward. And by you being out in front, leading them, they're trusting you. And guess what? When you make a mistake, you say, oh, you know what? That didn't work. Let's try something else. And that's true leadership. How do you pivot? Bounce back up. Say when you made a mistake, apologize, and keep moving forward. So let's go a little bit further. So if you're looking at this circle, radiant and pulsating at the core of your leadership journey, think about that beyond the conventional dimensions of what and the how, but it prompts us to explore the profound realm of why. The profound realm of why. Why are we doing what we're doing? So, as Cynic aptly emphasized, his comprehending the why is not merely about intellectual exercise. It actually constitutes an emotional and spiritual journey that defines our purpose as leaders, leaders in your business and leaders in your organization. The why surpasses tangible outcomes and delves into the core of our existence, the pulsating heart that propels us forward. It just does. That's our why. If we don't understand our why, how are we going to get anything done? So then let's talk about the power of why, a source of resilience, because when things happen as they always do, your why will allow you to be resilient. So when there's challenges, the why becomes our anchor in everything we do. Everything that I do in IROC and even on the job, I have my why and I understand my why. It won't pull me from anything because I know what my vision is. I know what my mission is. I know what my core values are. I know why I exist. And I want you to think through, why do you exist? Why do you do what you're doing? So it should be your driving force that sustains you through any type of adversity as well. Because once you understand those things, I don't care what's going on, your why will pull you right back to where you want to be and need to be as well, especially for those that you lead. So when there's all kinds of things going on, it's the why that keeps us grounded. It reminds of us of our higher purpose that fuels our determination. Yes, our determination. It just does. Our higher purpose. So let's think about J.K. Rowling. I don't know how you say that. J.K. Rowling, whose purpose was not just about writing books. You know how many times that she got rejected over and over and over again, right? Her why was to inspire and bring magic to the lives of millions of people. So as many times as she's got rejected by different publishers, she had a commitment. She was like, I'm going to get these books in this series published no matter what, because her imagination, her commitment to putting her why out into the world kept her pushing forward. So it actually transformed her into one of the most celebrated authors of our time. It just has. And so if you're thinking about all of those things that she has done, why can't we do the same thing? So, building on the concept of our purpose, we think of our purpose as a rippling effect because once we show up with our purpose and our understanding our why, guess what? It rubs off on everybody else because they are seeing the ripple effect that you're doing and it's just going through your team. And then as you have your team and they promote to leadership, they actually mimic and actually see the leadership that you've done and they do it with their team. I love it when some of my people who have reported to me, they're now in leadership and they said, you know what? I mimic everything that you have did for us now as a leader. I channel my Nicolette Barrett in my leadership style. And that just makes me feel so good. But when I was a brand new leader over 23, almost 24 years ago, I never thought about that. But now that I've gone so far and I have now a legacy behind me, it makes me feel so good to hear that feedback because that's the ripple effect that we have as leaders. So every interaction that we do, every decision becomes an opportunity to amplify the resonating waves of our purpose and our why. So when we communicate our why with passion and clarity, it becomes a catalyst for inspiration. It just does. It inspires everybody else that or what we do. So again, leadership is just not about the title and the fact that we get a chance to boss somebody around. That's management. We don't do that. Or that we get a chance to lead and then we like beat our chest that we have arrived. No, it's not about that. What is your purpose of really leading? I never thought I would be in leadership. Someone tapped me on the shoulder and said, I think you will be a great leader. Why? Because I had all the inspiration. I was able to inspire people and be committed to the cause and the purpose to lead people. So it was something that just resonated with who I was, and it can be with you as well. So here, what about Gandhi? He's a leader who was whose why was rooted in nonviolent resistance for justice and freedom. His purpose inspired movements echoed through the time, influencing civil rights leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. And even at this time, we are celebrating him. Even for now, even Gandhi, they celebrate Gandhi, and we're still celebrating everything that Martin Luther King did. So when he communicated effectively, it has a power to create movements that transcends generations. We will be talking about these individuals long after we are gone. That's just how it is. Those are leaders. They inspire a movement, they inspire purpose, they inspire others to act. And that's what we should be doing as leaders as well. So now let's talk about the intersection of passion and purpose, fanning the flame. So purpose is the fuel and passion is the flame that transform it into a powerful force for change. As leaders, finding that intersection where our deepest passions align with the greatest purpose is transformative. It just is. Now, when I talk about all the time that I am taking job applicants and transforming them into job candidates, that's what I'm doing. I'm showing them the possibility of what can be. And then with that, what you want to do is about infusing our work with a sense of fulfillment with joy that goes beyond mere success. Yes, I want it to be successful, but I also want to be able to sleep at night. So, am I acting ethically? Am I acting with integrity? Am I acting with authenticity so that I can sleep at night? If you're not sleeping at night, we need to talk because there's something that's not meshing there, and there's something that's not integrating your purpose with your passion and the flame to make you go further. So there's something missing there. Now I'm going to talk about Elon Musk. I know he's not maybe the favorite person of everything, but let's think about what he has done. So Elon Musk, in his pursuit of sustainable energy and space exploration, he exemplifies the intersection of passion with purpose. His ventures aren't just about financial success, they embody a fervent passion for advancing humanity. By fanning the flames of passion, leaders can harness the full potential of their own purpose. We can do the same thing. All the stuff aside about that, but what was his main purpose? He was thinking about humanity. How can we do that? Yes, he's enjoying the financial success of that, but it's more than that. How can he take humanity? So he got everybody to think differently, even when he created the Tesla car. I mean, now everybody's trying to do the same thing. He's trying to do all these kind of big things with getting landed on having these oh gosh, his big project. I can't think of the name of it, but you all know what I'm talking about. But he's doing space venture. He's doing a whole bunch of things, right? So he's thinking about his purpose and he's committed to get it done. So now let's talk about the vulnerability, the gateway to authentic purpose. So authentic leadership involves embracing vulnerability. Sometimes we just got to be vulnerable, and that vulnerability can be to simply to say, "I just don't know." I just don't know. And if you say that, guess what? They'll respect you even more. So as we navigate the why, acknowledging our uncertainties and even our fears becomes a source of strength. Brene Brown's research on vulnerability emphasizes its role in fostering true connection and innovation. Leaders who openly share their why, listen to me closely. Leaders who openly share their why, even in moments of vulnerability, create an environment where authenticity thrives. Let me say that again. Leaders who openly share their why, even in moments of vulnerability, create an environment where authenticity thrives. That's it. And we have a saying, and if any of my direct reports are on here looking at this, they know we have what we call, okay, this is Vegas. And when they know I say that, I'm about to be vulnerable and very transparent and tell them the real deal. They're like, okay, whatever said in Vegas stays in Vegas. And now they do it too. When they want to admit that they did something wrong, and then we kind of help them figure out how to get out of it. So, okay, this is Vegas. We know that's the code word when we're going to be vulnerable and talk about some mistakes and things that we did that we need to fix and get corrected. But I always do that. That's the first thing I say. Okay, this is Vegas. Then I got everybody's attention because they're ready to hear. But that's my way of being vulnerable, letting them know that, oh, we did something wrong. We shouldn't do this. Or here's what we done. Being very authentic and sharing it as much as I can as a leader. Sometimes there's things I just cannot share, but I am as authentic and as vulnerable as I possibly can. Because when you do that, you gain buy-in for the things that you need to get done. And you don't have all this battle and fighting to get your job done. And you can reach your goals and you can get the results that your company is asking you to get. It just goes hand in hand, right? So it's a space where it's also a space where teams feel empowered to contribute, collaborate, and collectively overcome challenges. And we do that all the time. Vulnerability woven into the fabric of purpose becomes a powerful catalyst for meaningful change. And that's what we do. We even do that with iRock. We're like, okay, how can we, be authentic in how we serve our customers? When we make a mistake, we say we're sorry, and then we're able to move forward. So that's just about how we do all that. I'm just so excited. Okay, so now let's talk about executive coaching, crafting purposeful leadership. In the pursuit of purpose, I invite you to consider executive coaching as a catalyst for your leadership evolution. A lot of times we think, oh, why would I invest in executive coaching? Why do I need a coach? Having another person to be able to guide you and walk you through those things will help you think about things that you never thought about. So think about that. And if we work together, we can dive deeper into your why, any complexities that you may have, and amplify your actual impact in your leadership role. I can be your thought partner. I can ask you those deep questions that you never thought about to get you to think differently and shift your mindset so you can make an impact. Not only an impact in your with your team, but also within your department, in your unit, in your organization. And the more you're able to make an impact, the greater your responsibility can become, if that's what you desire in your role, and the further you can go in your career as well. You don't want to just go to work and collect a paycheck. I remember a senior leader said this one profound thing that I just could not forget. And it was kind of hurtful, but not, it also made sense. She said that we do not want leaders who are cogs in the wheel. So they were looking for leaders who wanted to when she said there was like, oh, but I said, oh. So therefore, she was given a message like, okay, if you want to sit here in this leadership role and not do anything, we ain't got time for that. It's time to go. It's time to move on. I need you to act. I need you to make an impact. If you're not making an impact, then you need to go. Basically, and a lot of that stuff end up unfortunately happening. It just does. So, executive coaching will provide a personalized and guided journey to help you align your passion and purpose, fostering a leadership style that leaves an indelible mark on all those you come in contact with. We can work together to be able to do that. So, think about your purpose. Let your purpose be the guiding light that illuminates your path. It should be your guiding light illuminating your path. May it be the one thing that propels you forward in your leadership journey. And for those who are aspiring to be leaders, start with that and also get the development that you need to be the best leader that you can be when you get selected for that leadership role. And those who are already in the leadership roles, especially those senior leaders, how are you reaching back and helping those leaders develop to get to where you are? What kind of impact are you making? If you're making an impact, that's great, but it's now for you to reach back and pull those forward because you want to continue your legacy to live on with others, right? Not just you be the legacy person and then you walk out the door and take everything with you. No. If you're committed to a leadership as a whole and not necessarily the company and the products and the services that the company sells, it's about you as an individual. What are you doing? How are you making an impact beyond who you are, bringing those up under you? And you know what? I want you to also think about those diamonds in the rough. What do I mean by the diamonds in the rough? Those who probably think that no, they probably are not the best leaders. No, they don't have what the presence. They don't have always the proper diction or the communication. Do you know those are sometimes the best thought leaders that you can have because they think differently. Don't always thinking about somebody who is groupthink just like you. You don't want someone just like you. And this goes back to diversity, right? Diversity is not just a ethnic thing or a racial thing. People get diversity sometimes wrong, that they just think it's all about, the races. No, it's about diversity of thought. So don't snooze on those individuals you may assume that are not fitting the mold that you would see in a magazine or in a corporate book or on a corporate wall. No, they can be some of the best thought partners to get you to think differently align like your customers who are out there supporting that organization to move you forward. So I just had to put that in there because I found some great diamonds in the rough. So I want you to think about that as you think about your own leadership. I want you to think about it from a clarity perspective. What is your passion and how can you be authentic? What is your why? So I want you to think through that. And the book that I'm asking you to subscribe to the newsletter, that worksheet will help you get through that. It's a free worksheet. Just sign up for the email for the newsletter because I send out an email at least twice a month called the editorial. And I give you like a recap of what's going on and some insights. And it's basically my VIP. So y'all get additional information as well. And if you're on LinkedIn, make sure about today and have it in blog want to do. So I appreciate you joining me on today and listening to me rant about leadership. And I hope you really learned something as well. And all of my senior leaders out there, my current and even my aspiring leaders, if you all need help, you know where to find me. irockresumes.com. Contact us, sign up, and let's have a chat. Let's see how you can make a bigger impact in your career as you lead others. And if you are a CEO in your own business and you're leading a new team that you've never done that before, let's talk through that as well. I'll be able to help you on that as also. So I look forward to the opportunity to work with any of you all. And if you need anything, you can always respond. And if you all have questions before I leave, that will be great. I can answer any of your questions. And just remember that I'm always here oh, hey, Tammy, we just had our coaching session. Hey, Tammy. That is an awesome resume writer right there. So I can't wait till she busts out. Well, anyway, hey, Tammy. Okay, I'm acting crazy. But I'm so excited to have you here with me, Tammy. So think about your leadership and what are you going to do? What is your why? Go watch that video by Simon Sinek. It is an absolute wonderful, wonderful video. And it tells you how to develop your why. He gives an actual example on how you could develop your why. And that worksheet will help you as well. And if you have any questions, please go ahead and reach out to me. And I am about to sign off because I have a dinner date with some wonderful friends that we're going to have, yes, at 8 o'clock. I said, I can't go until I do my show. So again, join me on the second and fourth Thursday at 7:05 Central Standard Time. And if you missed this broadcast, put down hashtag replay and let me know that you watched it. And subscribe and like my channel on YouTube. It's at the Get Higher Strategist. Let me find that real quick. The Get Higher Strategist. There you go. So subscribe to my YouTube channel at bit.ly iRock TV at Get Higher Strategies on YouTube, and you can listen to a whole lot of videos. I think there's over like 210 videos at this time. I've been live streaming for a very long time, y'all. And I have a lot of videos, and some of them are not on there. Some of them are still on Facebook when I used to do Facebook Live a lot. So I appreciate you all joining me, and I will see you all next week. And if you need me, you know where to find me. Thank you, and you all have a good night. Bye for now.